Choosing a hiking trail can be overwhelming at first. There are a million options out there and your mind will be filled with the what ifs and the unknowns. Is this trail too hard, too long? Will there be other people? What can I expect? And on and on. But don't worry, I'm breaking it down into simple, beginner-friendly steps. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to choose a trail based off of your own personal hiking criteria. Trail distance is one of the easiest things to check and one of the first things you should be looking at, especially for beginners. Distance tells you how many miles you can expect to go on your hike and is typically listed as the round trip distance, meaning total miles hiked. Be sure to double check, especially for out and back trails, so you're not surprised at a trail being twice as long as you expected. So we have our trail here. As you can see, it is 6 miles out and back. A way that we check it is you scroll down a little bit to this button here. It says preview trail. Click on that. It's going to show you the trail itself and also have the elevation and length moving at the same time. And by the time you get back to the trailhead, you'll see that the length does match the total round trip on all trails. If you're new to hiking, I recommend starting with trails that are about 2 to 4 miles total. It's short enough to test how your body feels, but will also give you a major confidence boost when you actually complete the trail, which will give you motivation to go on more trails in the future. As you become more comfortable and have a better understanding of your skill level, increase the distance to 4 to 6 miles. And once you're feeling stronger and ready to tackle a much bigger adventure, trails in the 8-mile plus range can be very rewarding. But for now, let's keep it short and sweet. Think quality, not quantity. Elevation goes hand in hand with distance and are the two main factors in determining the difficulty rating of a trail. Elevation gain is how much you'll be climbing uphill during your hike. It's measured in feet and can make a huge difference in how challenging a hike feels. For example, a trail that is 3 miles in length with 1,000 feet of elevation gain is going to be a lot more challenging than a 3-mile trail with 200 feet of elevation gain. I suggest looking for elevation gains of 500 feet or less. This is going to keep things manageable, especially if you're not used to climbing mountains. Now let's talk a little about terrain, about what the trail itself is like. Some trails are smooth and wide and flat. Maybe have some trees. Other trails are very rocky and steep. You might have some streams to cross over. There might be a drop off on one side. As a new hiker, this is especially important to know ahead of time because your goal is to find a hike that is safe and approachable. You can find this information by reading trail descriptions, reviews from other people, or looking at photos that people have posted of the trail. A great resource for this is the app that I use all the time for trail research, and that is called AllTrails. Keep an eye out for words like well-maintained, easy to follow, great signage, as these are great terms for beginners. If you see mentions of scrambling or technical sections, or I would rate this a level 3 climb or overgrown trail, I would probably save those trails for another time when you have a lot more experience. Another big thing to think about is what the current weather is or what time of year it is. Not all trails are hikeable year-round, especially in high elevations. In winter, some trails might be covered in snow and ice, making it difficult to follow. And spring comes around, the snow melts, you might be expecting muddy sections or a stream that is higher than normal, which might be a little bit more difficult to cross. Before you go out, I recommend looking up recent trail reports or reading very recent reviews of the trail so you have an idea of what to expect, if now is a good time to go or if you should save this trail for another time of year. Always check the weather forecast. I would recommend checking it the day you are hiking. First thing in the morning. You want to make sure that you are prepared for all weather changes because they can come quickly, especially in the mountains. Always pack layers. Remember, a lightweight jacket, a hood, a little bit of warmth can make all the difference in your day hiking. Some trails are popular, actually a lot of trails are popular, which is good because you'll feel safer with a lot of people around. but there are some negatives. It also means crowded parking lots, busy paths, and sometimes a lack of peace and tranquility, which can take away from your day on the trail. Recently, I hiked one of the most popular trails in Sedona, Arizona called Subway Cave. You might have heard of it. This trail is short, very easy to get to, and incredibly special and beautiful, making it a go-to stop for everyone when visiting. I arrived before the sun came up and got to experience the cave without anyone else, a rare and truly special moment and memory to last a lifetime. Another thing to look out for is what is the parking situation at the trailhead. Reviews and trail descriptions often mention if spots fill up quickly or if there's limited parking. There's nothing worse than driving an hour, 2 hours to get to this dream trailhead only to find out that you have to sit and wait for parking. Some trails have signs at every junction, whereas other trails can feel like a treasure hunt and not the fun kind. As a beginner, pick trails that are well marked and easy to follow. You can also download an offline map if you want extra peace of mind. Always carry a paper map in your backpack and know how to read it just in case. One more thing I want to think about is time and safety. You want to estimate ahead of time how long your hike will be so you're not there after dark. A good rule of thumb is about 30 minutes to an hour per mile. That includes extra time for taking photos, having a snack, or just relaxing and taking in the views. Because all those moments mushed together is what makes hiking special. Check what time the sun sets and plan to be back to your car before then. Shorter hikes with plenty of daylight are preferred. So there you have it, your guide to choosing the perfect trail as a beginner. Until next time, keep exploring, stay brave, and I'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully we're doing a fun hiking trail adventure soon. I have some pretty cool ones coming up.